Yes. Thank you for ringing me back. Yes.
That's fine. How can I help?
This is serious. Yes. Obviously, I need to get a. There's an ongoing investigation. To do with a resident next door to me who threatened to punch me in the face.
Okay.
On Thursday.
The signal's really bad. You just might just have to move a little bit. I can't hear you very clearly.
Sorry. Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's a bit. Yeah. So basically, I'm getting harassing text messages from the director where I live. He has not even acknowledged what happened to me on Thursday. On Saturday, I had a PC Wilkins in my room.
Yeah.
Over this incident. She called an ambulance for me because I've been suicidal.
Yeah.
I even had a Facebook post yesterday, and I think Matthew 25 has something to do with this. The charity Matthew 25 has taken down photographs of what the police did to me when they beat me out of my brand new SDR flat last year. I had evidence on my Facebook wall, and I had trolls. One troll saying that I should go and jump off Beachy Head. Now, that Facebook post has been removed, but I realise now you can tell PC Wilkins my partner had nothing to do with those photographs being taken down because the police beat me and injured me in A&E after my brand new flat that was given to me for my safety via my GP practice.
Okay, Friday, I'm struggling to understand what's that got to do with your house name?
Well, the thing is, this is all connected. It involves the council. It involves my my ongoing housing crisis. So the yeah. Sorry, I can't hear. Sorry, I'm struggling to hear you because the phone keeps cutting, sort of.
The signal's not particularly great.
No, it's never good. It's never good. The signal's never good. Yeah. Well, anyway. No, I know. I'm just saying that I'm being incited to take my own life, which is why this Facebook post was taken down. Now there are some women from Matthew 25 who gave me some information. This involves this is all part of the corruption, the police and what the council and what they've done to me. I am being harassed, gang stalked, and I'm sick to death of it.
I'm really struggling to hear what you're saying.
Sorry, okay. Yeah, well, anyway, sorry, I know I'm sorry it's a poor line. I'm sorry about this. It's
alright, I'm just struggling to understand what you're saying. It just keeps breaking up. It's hard to kind of connect what it is that you're saying, so...
Okay, well, if I just keep to the point then here, as much as I can. Basically, John, the director of this house, Lilybank Homes, is the name of the property management. Ever since I moved in, there has, as it was, the council were not doing what the law courts were telling them to do, which was to provide me with temporary accommodation because a landlady who should have been arrested but wasn't, who is now facing prison. Sorry. Well, I am basically the John has sent me text messages saying to me that you need to leave this place. It's for your own safety and for the safety of the other residents. He has not once acknowledged the fact that a police officer was in my room here on Saturday. He hasn't acknowledged it. He's not acknowledging anything. I'm a contractual licensee, and
but that's a civil matter. Anything that's between you and your landlord or landlady is a civil matter.
well,
That's not to do with police.
well, it's sometimes it is.
Marine Parade
Sometimes it's a civil matter, but by law, the landlady should have been arrested when she locked me out of the house, and she wasn't. Now,
Can you confirm the address? Where are you talking about? Is it Marine Parade Hotel?
no, it's not Marine Parade Hotel.
Where's your address at the moment? What's the postcode
This
there?
is my council and PC Wilkins turned up here. She phoned me, and she turned up on Saturday to take a report, and there's an investigation. There's an ongoing investigation, and John, the director, is being irresponsible. I'm being a responsible licensee. Oh, for crying out loud. Look, I've just said to you that...
Are you reporting an offence or a crime?
No, I'm not. I'm looking into the ongoing...
I can't take on a police line, take up time to do a police report when you're not reporting a crime.
No, that's not why I rang. I said I told them why I rang. I said I'm ringing to to get an update on the ongoing investigation into a...
She only saw you a few days ago, so there's no update on there at the moment. She only saw you on Saturday, and that's all. You've already called and asked. You spoke to somebody yesterday,
Right.
And they've put that on there that they've asked you. You've asked her to get in touch. It might be that she's on her days off at the moment, and she's not able to get in touch with you until she's back. So you might just have to wait a few more days to see whether she's on her days off or not.
Right.
Give her time to get back to you.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm just saying that I am getting, in the meantime, I am getting harassing text messages from John, and I'm being a responsible licensee. And, you know, as I said, the solicitor is not really supporting me with any of this, even though the reason why I'm here is because I was locked out of unlawfully... Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish the sentence, please?
It's on there for her to give you an update when she comes back on shift.
Can I...
She'll get in touch with you when she can.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. I'm ending the call, thank you.
But why are you ending the call? Why is she ending the call? She's ended the call. She's ended the call when the landlady was supposed to have been arrested by law. That's why I'm here. You couldn't make it up if you tried, could you? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The police turn up to a civil matter. A school teacher is saying she doesn't want to write me a note when the landlady was harassing me, and that got 1.7 thousand views. PCAE001. What does that tell you? Tells you everything. But they won't turn up to arrest a landlady who has illegally locked me out, and she's facing prison. I've had to fight tooth and nail to get where I am. People like me go and kill themselves. They end up on drugs, they drink, and they don't like me because I'm fighting the corruption. Stay strong. Fight it.
I will connect you to the 101 phone service.
At all costs. Be Yahweh willing.
Thank you for calling Sussex Police. I'm Chief Constable Joe.
That resident in the hotel, he said to me, the landlady will probably meet all her mates in prison. Well, that says a lot, doesn't it? Maybe there's so much... This is how naive I am. you would have thought an 85-year-old retired matron who worked in the Royal Sussex Hospital in Brighton, you would have thought, wouldn't you, you'd be safe with these nutters who want to help you write a book without even having met you.
We're unable to report online. Be told as soon as we can. When we are
I'm just fighting for my basic human rights, and that makes me brave. That makes me brave. I'm not mocking, by the way, I'm not mocking the lovely lady in Wales. I need you. I need your moral support. I'm not mocking you when I say I'm brave, because I'm just being me and fighting for my basic human rights. But it's the irony, isn't it? I'd just like to know why I just had someone hang up on me on 101. Because I had a call handler terminate my call.
right.
I mean, it's just as bad as someone from the domestic abuse helpline terminating the call when they say that suicide is out of their remit.
So what was the reason for your call?
Well, I'm almost speechless, but I'm not, obviously. Sorry, hello. So can you hear me? Hello? Sorry.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes, sorry. So
That's all right, I just need to know why you were calling, just so I know who to direct you to.
I appreciate that the call handler was saying that it's going to take a few days for PC Wilkins to get back to me. I appreciate that, but the point of the matter is that I'm just saying that the director of this Lilybank Homes is sending me text messages telling me that I need to be out of here. Now, the police have. I'm a victim of horrific corruption, police corruption anyway. I'm not going to go through all of that. I'll just stick to the point as best as I can here. But the point of the matter is, I am being harassed in text messages to get to leave this property when there's an ongoing investigation into what has happened here. I'm a victim of crime in this property, and the.
Let me get you through to speak to somebody, okay? Stay on the line. We are a little bit busy. I'll pop you through.
Right, okay, thank you.
All be recorded for training.
Here we go.
We are connected with an advisor who will be with you as soon as they are.
I forgot to unpause it when I started talking a little while ago. This is what the stress does. Oh, give me strength. Give me strength. But I paused it. I didn't.
If you want to skip the wait, you can hold your place in the queue by using our callback service, which will save you time. Please press 1 now to take advantage of this.
What I'm trying to say is that this is what has caused all the confusion, and then I've taken everything out on my partner.
You can report antisocial driving online by visiting www.operationcrackdown.org.
But when a landlady has said that they'd help you write a book, I know I sound like a broken record. I keep repeating the same thing. And the resident in the Lansdowne Hotel said to me she'll probably find all her mates in prison. It is difficult to grasp when you've led a sheltered life, so to speak. An 85-year-old retired matron who worked in a Royal something or other hospital. A Royal Sussex something or other hospital in Brighton. You know, you grow up thinking that prison is there for... Prison actually protects people. I grew up thinking it was there for criminals. It's run by criminals. This woman wanted to help me write a book. And they do nefarious things on the system. This is why John Alexander Patterson was put on a mental health fraud, to discredit him when he went to prison for exposing fraud, theft, money laundering and baby organ harvesting on the NHS. And I was like, what? You know, it's you just feel like the next time I see someone scream their head off in the street, I try not to be afraid. I try not to be afraid because it doesn't mean that they're dangerous. They could be. The only thing is I don't know anyone who's as vulnerable as I am. That's the thing. That's why when I see someone in distress, I'm wary, because you just don't know if they're like these troublemakers. So you just don't know. The number of people whose tears I have comforted, and then they've done some nasty things. You know, their crocodile tears. Anyway, I'm going to just put this on hold. I mean, at the end of the day, I've got to protect myself. No one else is going to do it for me. So, how can I, you know, if this is brave and stupid, being human, protecting myself. You know, we're human beings. We're built on survival. We're built on survival, but the fact of the matter is we have sovereign rights. So our sovereignty, our basic sovereign human rights, that, you know, like I said, these are crimes against humanity, which are very, very serious and have very serious consequences for those who are perpetuating them. So you might want to think about that when you incite me to suicide. When you continue this, Sussex Police, Eastbourne Police, Eastbourne Borough Council, protecting these, yeah? This is why I'm doing this. So, it's cowardly, utter cowardice. I mean, I don't respond to trolls, but I mentioned that troll on Facebook because that was inciting suicide, but you've just heard that call handler terminate my call. So there we go. I just wanted to put it out there. I hope that Ellie, the girl Ellie from Whitley Road, and even Darren, the maintenance man, but particularly that Ellie, I hope I get to bump into you. I hope I bump into you somewhere, somehow. I would like to hear your experiences with that landlady. I would like to hear it from myself. And Darren said the same thing. My partner said the same thing. While I'm waiting for them to answer the phone, the police who just hung up on me terminated my call. Hello? No. I just thought I'd say I am capable of forgiving. You know, I could forgive Catherine. Because, you know, she knows what it's like to go through psychological abuse and everything. But the thing is, to then, well, this is just it. The power of forgiveness. If I wasn't able to forgive, then I might as well just, you know, I wouldn't get anywhere with anyone. Life is hard, you know, and that's why I'm trying to be patient and balanced about you know, how my partner's had to absorb all of my, you know what. But at the same time, it's getting that balance right between what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and not using stress as an excuse to abuse your other half and all this sort of thing. And I genuinely, I've cried about when I'm able to sit down and process, I think, gosh, what's my partner, you know, he's got to live with this disability because of me. I take full responsibility for that. The only thing I'm saying is that and I'm not excusing it, it's because of what's been going on. I don't even want to say it. I can't even look. I cringe at what I did to myself. I got a knife and I stabbed myself through the arm because the council were making me homeless. Not because I'm a nutter, not because I'm deluded, but because I didn't get the help I needed. What is wrong with you people out there? You know, these are crimes against humanity. But as it is, if you were schizophrenic, if you were any of those things, you're supposed to have rights under the Equality Act. I'm not. I'm none of those things. I lost my mother. And I was told to get over my mother's death. My mother's death has been killing both me and my sister, who is now brain damaged as a result of it. This is how stupid these people are. The Americans are the ones, the National Institute of Mental Health. They know about trauma. They know about what if a baby hears their parent screaming and shouting, did you know that can cause brain damage in the baby? Absorbing all of that screaming and shouting and trauma, it lowers their life expectancy. In fact, the two Americans who were saying this, one of them, I think, worked for the social services, was practically in tears saying this. You've got to wake up, folks. You've got to wake up. Handler hung up on me it was about an hour ago. They terminated my call, and I'm pretty fed up with that. You know, it's not something that I'm not used to. She said that there's an ongoing investigation into PC Wilkins, who turned up here on Saturday. PC Wilkins called an ambulance for me because I have had ongoing suicide ideation, which is triggered by all this distress and everything. It's all ongoing. I'm in a perpetual state of, I've got a lot going on, basically. And the resident in the room next door to me had threatened to punch me in the face on Thursday. The director of Lilybank Homes, who's supposed to manage this property, he hasn't acknowledged what has happened to me. He has not acknowledged the fact that a police officer was here on Saturday, PC Wilkins. He's texted me to say that I need to leave. I'm the victim of the crime. And he's trying to bully me out of here unlawfully. I'm a contractual licensee. And, as it is, the council have not done what the law courts told them to do, which was to provide me with an illegal evictions officer. And the woman who placed me here, Monique Prescott, said they don't have illegal evictions officers, which is why the judge told me to go to the local MP, who is ignoring me in emails again. Josh is ignoring me.
So do you want to stay where you are?
No, I don't. I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I do not want to be here. But I had to do what the council were telling me to do. just go along with what they were. But they never did what the law courts were telling them to do in the first place, because I was self-funding for 6 weeks and the landlady was never arrested. I was very close to suicide on Saturday. Very, very close. I had alcohol. I was ready to go and top myself. And the solicitor is not responding to what's going on in my current situation with all of this ongoing corruption. And, I tried to tell the call handler that I've had harassment and incitement to suicide on Facebook, and all of that has been removed because I posted photographs of police bruises caused by police thugs when I had my self-contained flat taken from me, beaten from me as a response to my father's death, an email from Barwell's. So, I'm a vulnerable adult and I am constantly being harassed. I'm not getting help from any support service whatsoever. I've got a brain-damaged, disabled sister whom I met the day I moved in here. She's transgender. She needs help eating, washing, all of that. She's trying to get help to stay in our late mother's flat. I was very distressed the day I moved in here, and now I've had I'm being treated. I'm a responsible licensee. I've reported smoking by the woman next door to me, which is illegal. You could have this place shut down. And the director wants me out of here. He's previously locked me out of an all-male house share, and I had to get my Barclays bank to ring him to say, can you let her back into the property? And he's doing the same to me again. That is what I am reporting, because I don't need this ongoing harassment when there is already a police investigation. As I said, of course, I don't want to be here. Of course not. But the council, Monique Prescott from the council placed me here, said it would only be for one night. This is why I had a self-contained flat for my safety that my GP practice and the council placed me in. The care coordinator was sacked. The night porter was sacked for turning up drunk. And that was a place for people with special needs, complex needs. So it's just.
So have you got anyone to support you? Have you got a key worker or an advocate?
No, that's just it. That's just what I'm saying. This has gone on for years and years. So, I'm speechless now because but anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I needed.
The landlord asked you to leave,
Yes, I just wanted to basically just to report it. I mean, I couldn't even ask this man about recycling in bins without him running away from me, terrified, as if I was a terrifying. I'm in a heightened anxious state. I'm the one that's anxious and terrified, and I've got the director running away from me as if I'm the dangerous person. And I can't deal with all this insanity and people not acting like responsible adults. I'm glad you're taking this serious. It sounds like you're listening to me, because the last call handler hung up on me. And yeah. So I need to send an email to. The thing is, I've got a bent. Pardon my phrasing here, but I've got a bent housing officer who I'm getting the legal ombudsman to investigate him. I had my possessions. The legal ombudsman are investigating why I had my emergency accommodation taken from me with a threat of police last year, and the proprietors of that property have said that they've disposed of my things. And then they're saying that they haven't, and a support worker and Monique Prescott said that they're looking after them. I'm being told different things all the time, And the fact that they had that Jackie of 4 South Road in New Haven has said we've disposed of them, but we haven't, and then hanging up on me. I mean, crumbs. I mean, that alone prompted me to go up to Beachy Head in the early hours, suicidal. I got the police who had previously beaten me out of my SDR living flat as a response to my father's death. So I am constantly fighting corruption. Barwell's even contacted the police, and I'd already emailed Barwell's to say what the police and the council did to me as a response to my father's death. I had a PC Thorpe ring me up about a couple of weeks ago out of concern for me. I was in Greg's the Bakery with my partner, and I said, "Are you having a laugh? You know, you lot beat me out. You took my flat from me. You allowed the council to go in, and after 4 months, my brand new self-contained flat. I had a self-contained flat for my safety so that I didn't have to deal with these lunatics who've got nothing better to do than bully vulnerable people and who are
And have you considered speaking to any charities at all about this situation?
Yes, funnily enough, yes, Trudy, who is ex-police from Warming Up the Homeless.
Okay, because I've just had a look for where you are at the moment. I found another one that supports vulnerable and marginalised communities in Eastbourne. So they've got a drop-in centre in Seaside in Eastbourne. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah, but you're not going to say Matthew 25, are you? Because
I am, yeah.
Yes, they're part of this.
When I've looked them up.
They are complicit in all of this nonsense. They're the ones who helped take down crucial evidence of what the police did to me on Facebook when I was beaten out of my flat of 4 months by PC Ford, PC McCarthy, PC Lines. There are a couple of others, I didn't get their names. And I went up Beachy Head suicidal, and I had horrific physical and mental and psychological abuse, where they were physically and verbally abusing me and calling my partner a cunt to my face. And the domestic abuse people won't help me. No one will help me. I don't even know how my father died. I am fighting and fighting and fighting. I've got a brain-damaged, disabled sister. This director's running away from me, who's already committed a crime when he locked me out of Salon Place 5 years ago. I mean, this is insanity. I had a PCSO 5 years ago see me in my dressing gown, and she said, "Bryony, most people would have given up a long time ago. I'd be more angry than you." I was in my dressing gown. This is all over my possessions. They keep making me, illegally making me street homeless, blaming broken utilities. The House of Lords, my solicitor said, the House of Lords have revised our rights under the Equality Act, and they keep breaching this. You know, when I report...
I can log the fact that this landlord is now asking you to leave. That's what I can do for you today.
Right, okay, yes. Yeah, so as I said, this is horrific abuse and corruption. I mean, I am tearing my hair out over my possessions from my SDR flat. The council got storage people from New Haven to take everything out, and then they trafficked me to New Haven, and again, as I said, the proprietors of that property have threatened to, well, they've said that they have disposed of them, then they're saying that we can't find them, and then the support worker and Monique Prescott, who placed me in this property, said that they were looking after my possessions, and now this John is threatening me, and saying that...
All right, but I've made the report, okay? Yeah, I think you're going to have to speak to someone in daytime hours tomorrow when the offices are open.
Because I'm a vulnerable adult. I don't have anyone in the community who's stepping in to make sense of all this insanity. Not one person. The care coordinator was sacked. I had an email to say the care coordinator was sacked. The care coordinator who worked for my GP practice, and my GP texted me to say that I spent 4 hours with a doctor. I had Caffins, the rich people's, the car place. They got involved. It's the corporate entities that seem to be more concerned about my welfare when they see me walking around in my nightwear. And all of this is being deliberately orchestrated behind my back by a very, very corrupt council. And I'm sick to death of it.
Right, but I can't do anything more for you tonight, okay? So I would call them in the morning.
Right. Sorry, who should I call in the morning? Sorry. Yes. Yes, I do need.
It's too stressful.
It is, yes. I've been losing blood. Apparently, I'm not anemic anymore, but oh God, it's just.
Right now, obviously, it's in the evening and they're not going to be open.
Yes.
But they've got a duty of care to obviously find you somewhere to live.
Yes, they have, which is something. But when they keep taking a basic roof over your head, when you're complaining about basic things, and then when other licensees are breaking the law and committing crimes, they're the ones who are protected. I mean, it's just unbelievable. The person that threatened, the woman next door to me, who threatened to punch me in the face. Oh, she didn't have a walking stick when she threatened to punch me. She was able-bodied then. And it's funny how they don't want me to. I don't have a smartphone, and yet they don't want me filming evidence. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, you take care and try and make that phone call in the morning.
Right, so thank you. Can I just confirm you've got this logged on the system then, please?
Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, I've done a new report.
And it's all under the same reference number 1005.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, could I just ask who I'm speaking to just for reference purposes, please?
Sorry, what did you want?
Could I just ask who I'm speaking to, please, for reference purposes?
Yeah, my name's Katie.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much. I'll see where this goes. Then I'll send them emails. I'll send the house.
You can't do anything about it tonight. Okay?
No.
Try not to stress tonight.
No. Okay. I'll send an email to the corrupt housing officer and the solicitor, and as I said, the local MP is ignoring me. So, but I've sent him 2 emails. He ignored me when I self-funded the Cavendish for 9 months for my safety when I was attacked by convicted criminals, and PC Franklin Lester Sr. was trying to get me in prison for going up Beachy Head suicidal. This is what's happened. This is what's been happening to me.
Right, just stay in the here and now.
Right.
Tonight, can't do anything. You can in the morning during office hours.
Right, okay. Thanks very much. All right, thanks for that. Thanks very much. Thank you. Bye. Bye. There you go. At least that call handler could hear me. Because you couldn't make it up if you tried. So please, trolls from Matthew 25, carry on. I'm not going to respond to any of you, but for the purposes of what I have just found out via Catherine and the vile Facebook thread that was removed, thank you. Praise Yahweh. Actually, I'll try and make this video 40 minutes long because it makes it look more concise. It's just coming up to 40. Take a sip of my tea. Honestly, the power of prayer. Please pray to Yahweh, please. I would not be here. PC Wilkins was right. Regardless of what my partner is or isn't doing, don't let that take away the faith that he has strengthened you with. Well, she didn't actually say that, but I knew that that's what she meant. I know that. So 40 minutes, there we go.